you tonight? Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here.
Hello everyone and welcome back for another clean with me. So I'm just going to jump straight into the motivation today because I do, when I'm filming, try to film and clean whilst my daughter Harper is napping, who is almost 12 months old. Yes, so I'm jumping straight in today. So chuck on your favourite playlist or a favourite podcast you want to listen to, motivational podcast, and let's just jump straight into today's video. So I'm starting out by putting on my favourite playlist just on YouTube just to get me motivated. I really find listening to music does motivate me, or a podcast. So putting that on, and then we obviously start in the bedroom, like I just always like to start in the bedroom, just to have a nice clean tidy bed with the bed made and just bits and pieces all picked up where they should be. Harper is non-stop getting into my drawer here beside my bed, so I'm forever putting things back because I just don't want to have to move them and find them another home. But I mean, these things aren't dangerous, they're not going to hurt her, otherwise I would obviously move them out of the way. And then we're putting a load of washing on. I'm washing the sheets today, as I like to do this once a week, and it was Friday when I was filming this, so get that all ready for the weekend so I'm not having to do that. Apologies for that dog. It's not mine, it's the neighbour's dog. I've mentioned it before here on my channel, so you might hear that in the background of my voiceovers today. So I'm just mopping the floor today with my Bissell Spot Clean. Now I don't get this out as often as I'd like. One, because it's got a cord that's a pain in the bottom, and two, it's quite noisy. So when Harper does sleep, I just try to avoid using it, but it's so much better now that she's moved further down the front of the house, away from the kitchen and the main living area. So she sleeps better during the day down there, so that's worked out really well for both her and I. So yeah, that's great. But the Bissell, like, I do love it. The floor just feels beautiful once you've used it, and it's just so satisfying when you look at that dirty water, and gross at the same time, to think that that's what your floors are like. And I mean, I do them once a week, so yeah, that just to think that even though I'm cleaning them once a week, they're still getting in that state. But I have had the dogs in a bit lately, I will admit, so that probably doesn't help the situation, but I just feel bad for them. So I like to let them in every now and then, and Harper likes it as well, so it gets her used to being around the dogs.
Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space. Babe, it never worked out with the others. All we ever did was fight, and at one point I would never thought that I would meet someone like you. This time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy.
You probably won't believe me, but at this point in time I was saying some very choice words under my breath to myself, just with this cord. It was doing my head in. By this stage, getting towards the end of mopping the whole entire house with my Bissell, it's just, I just think that obviously it's cheaper this is cheaper with the cord, this Bissell. You can get one without the cord, but it's a lot more expensive. I would really one day like to, if I could sell this and possibly get a steam mop. That's something that I probably wish I had got in place of the Bissell here. Or something, well, it has to be quieter and no cord.
This time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my, my, my. You got me like my, my, my.
I titled this Clean With Me Therapeutic because when I was watching it back to edit it, I felt it was very therapeutic, so I thought that's what I'm going to name it.
It's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like.
Here I'm just washing up a few dishes that were in the sink. I haven't emptied the dishwasher yet, and for things like this, I don't find it an effort just to put some dish soap on my rag and clean them this way instead of I don't wash my coffee cup here in the dishwasher. I just wash it with dish soap every morning once I've finished with it, dry it and put it back in the cupboard for the next morning.
Cause you don't wanna give in. Sounds like we're just talking in riddles. 5 in the morning, all we do is fighting. Thought you'd come and make it right. I need a pause from the battle, but I don't think you're settled. You don't wanna get it right. I will leave it up to you. I will leave it up to you. Now I'm done and down the line. I will leave it up to you.
These beautiful flowers come on the 21st. Bentley's 2 years being gone, and I was actually surprised because it was actually my bank that sent them to me. So yeah, I thought that was really lovely of them to do that. So I'm just taking them out of the plastic and putting them in this vase just with some water because they're just gorgeous.
I need a pause from the battle, but I don't think you're settled. You don't wanna get it right. I will leave it up to you. I will leave it up to you. Now I'm done and down the line. I will leave it up to I don't wanna lie, cause I know you hate it. But how am I supposed to say it like I mean it when you criticize like everything I say? I wish you knew that I'm trying every day.
At the time of editing this video, recording the voiceovers, I have about 3 weeks left till I'm back at work, so that's a bit upsetting, but at the same time I know it'll be good for me and Harper to also have that space and she'll, learn new things and increase her social skills being at daycare. So I know in the long run it's a good thing. But yeah, and a few weeks ago I sold my desk that I've had for quite a while. I sold that because it was just a bit small, very squishy, so I need to get out and look for something else. The day that I'm filming this, I might head out when Harper wakes up and go look around at some stores, see what's around. But yeah, it's come up very quickly, and I sort of got a shock yesterday in the realisation hit me about Harper starting daycare next week on the 5th of August. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'll have the couple of weeks off just to see, you know, let her settle into daycare whilst I'm still not trying to settle myself back in to work.
Everything that we said when we were drunk, it doesn't matter 'cause it all came from. Can't be too late. Been missing everything that we had. I'll miss you, babe. I miss you, babe. You got so much to say, but you're quiet like yesterday. Trying to read your eyes while we're kissing in the rain. Oh, look me in my eyes. Never thought they could tell you lies. I know they did, and it keeps messing with my head. That's why you left. Indispensable pain.
Do you have a favourite song that you edit your videos with, like from a certain singer? From Epidemic Sounds, that's where I get my music from, and at the moment I'm absolutely loving songs from Mind Me. A lot of the songs in today's video are from her. I think it's a her, just solely her singing. So yeah, I really like her. She sounds great.
Can't be too late. Been missing everything that we had. I'll miss you, babe. I miss you, babe. Been missing everything that we had. Been missing everything that I'll miss you, babe. Can't be too late. I miss you, babe. I miss you,
I happened to notice up the side of the fridge, and I just could not believe what came out of it, all the dust. So I'm very glad I spotted that. I felt good knowing that that was sorted out.
You know everything about me, like I need my territory. So why are you still so needy? You're in over your head. Phone is ringing, always at a bad time. Every time you flash your name, always leaving. Then you got me chasing you like I'm the one to blame. Oh, I think you're so rude. Don't wanna fight you, but you don't ever take a break. 'Cause you love drama. Forget the karma. No, you don't ever take a break. It's always about you. Always about you. Oh, I don't wanna fight you, but now you're so rude. 'Cause you love drama.
As you can tell, Miss Harper has been in here to the bathroom when I was curling my hair, and she's ripped all the towels off the side of the bathtub. So I'm just in the main bathroom today tidying that up and just giving it a bit of a cobweb. I noticed some bugs and that up around the ceiling, so we're just going to straighten up the towels and the mat and do a bit of a cobweb in here because it hasn't sort of had any attention for a while. But like I said, we don't often use this bathroom. Harper's not bathing in this tub yet. She's still fitting in the laundry tub, but I don't think it'll be too much longer, and she'll be bathing in the tub here in the bathroom. And if you're wondering, my fig here is in the bathtub. It was in the theatre room, but Harper kept getting to it, so I've just rehomed it here in the bathtub, obviously until she starts using the bathtub, and then I'll have to work out an alternative home for my fig. So now I'm just hanging out some washing, something I don't very often see with other YouTubers, hanging clothes outside on their outside lines. Yeah, I often wonder why, like especially YouTubers over in America. I don't understand why. It must be cheaper to use their dryers over there than it is here, because it's very expensive to use a dryer over here. Whilst I was in the middle of filming this video, a package arrived, so I am waiting on a few things. Something for Harper's birthday party, which it's Friday today, and her birthday, just a little family get together thing, because it's obviously the maximum of 5 people here now, so yeah, just obviously grandparents. But yeah, her I've ordered a cake topper for her birthday cake that I'm making, and I'm going to be filming it, so stay tuned for that video. I'm really excited to see how that all comes together, and the DIY things that I've made for her little get together. So yeah, I'm excited to see all that, so stay tuned because that video will be great. So yeah, I'm going to open this package. Harper's just woken up, so there's not much more I can really do. I'll just see how she goes, because I would like to have the afternoon of this all done and dusted out of my mind, so it can just be me and Harper for the afternoon. So yeah, I'll see what I can get done with Harper awake now, but I know I can open this package with her awake, so I thought, why not open it together and see if it's that cake topper or what it is. I have to do it here because Harper will try and get to the tripod. Don't you? Yeah, so let's open it and see what it is. It's really light, so I'm thinking it is the cake topper that I ordered for Harper's birthday cake. Almond Rose. I have to try and think if that was the company that I ordered. But it's come really beautiful. Really beautiful package. Let's go. Oh no, Rhiannon was also sending Harper something. Rhiannon from YouTube as well, BusyreeB. She's currently not YouTubing at the minute, but I'm hoping she'll come back to it when she gets her lovely, beautiful house built. So yeah, thank you so much, Rhiannon. Yeah, she was sending something for Harper's first birthday, and so did, I showed that on Instagram, so did Lorena from EJ Makes Up. Beautiful women here that I have met through YouTube, which I'm so grateful for them, because they're just, yeah, like I've never met them in person, but it's like I've known them my whole life. Yeah, it's just such a lovely community here that I made. So yeah, well, let's open this, and thank you, Rhiannon, very, very much. Harper, this is for you. I probably should wait for her first birthday, but I'm too excited. I have to open it now. Harper, look, you want to open this package? That's from Rhiannon. Do you want me to help you? Look at the camera. Do you want me to help you open it? Yeah, Harper, look. Oh, what's this? Oh, what do we have here? Come here. You got to open it here. Where's the paper? Look, open it from this side. What's that? Oh, how lovely package is that? Here, you know, open it. It's yours. It's for you. What is it? Got in this lovely bag. Look, what is it? This is for you. Hey? Oh, how beautiful is that? Little dolly. A little soft dolly. You say thanks, Rhiannon. Thanks, Rhiannon. Oh, oh, that's adorable, isn't it? That's adorable. Oh, it's so precious. Oh, so cute. Thank you so much, Rhiannon. Thank you. Do you like that? We'll stick that in your room. Stick that in your room because that's special.
They don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't.
So yes, that was so very lovely of Rhiannon from BusyreeB to send Harper that for her first birthday. That doll is just gorgeous. Thanks again, Rhiannon. So now I'm just going into Harper's bedroom and she's awake, clearly. So I'm just putting her in her cot. That way she can't get to the tripod and pull it over whilst I'm in her room, cleaning that up just to freshen up, vacuum, wipe down her bench, and yeah, that's all we're doing in here today. Oh, and the mirror, because she obviously touches that, loves touching that. And you'll see here soon she goes pointing now with a finger every time her dad is telling her off for doing something wrong. It's so cute. She gets a finger and points away at him and mumbles something. So yeah, very cute.
Stay. Why don't we talk about this? With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say you do it night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say you do it night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Every moment tonight, single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally.
So now we're just in mine and Kelvin's ensuite. So I'm just giving the hand basin a wipe over and the mirror and just doing the toilet in here. The shower wasn't too bad. I didn't really have time on this particular day to do that, just these things, and Harper's still awake. So here I put the tripod in the shower cubicle so she can't get to that. So that worked out well.
What if you were gone to someone else, so we can never be the same? How can I make up for my sins? Now I'm lonely and it kills me. Can you hear me, babe? I'm lonely. I know you don't wanna talk, but just pick up the phone. We could go for a walk, talk about the things we know. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let's think. So you kissed a girl just 'cause you wanted to. Not thinking about what you made it do. She started doing her hair and makeup, oh, just for you. Only because you kissed a girl when you wanted to.
At the time of editing this video, I'd hit 450 subscribers here on YouTube, and I know that might not seem like a lot to some people, but to me that's huge, and I never ever thought well, even to hit 50 subscribers is a huge accomplishment, and I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. And I just thank you so very much for being here and supporting me and watching my videos and leaving me comments. I love when you leave me comments, hearing what you have to say about my videos. I'm just still really enjoying YouTube. I'm just loving it and excited to see where it goes and having fun with it and meeting lots of beautiful people along the way.
So you came home late just 'cause you wanted to. Your mom's still awake with her heart in two. She started, where have you been? It's 2:30. Only because you came home when you wanted to. You think you're young and smart, got no responsibility.
Well, that brings us to the end of this clean with me. I really hope it brought you some motivation to get in and get your space clean. I love going into the weekend like this, knowing everything has been cleaned and is fresh, ready for the weekend. I know a lot of people like to do that on Sunday, going into the week ahead. However, as I'm not back at work yet for another few weeks, I prefer to do it like this. But I'm sure when I am back at work, I will like to do it on the Sunday or the Monday. Just, yeah, so everything's clean, ready for the week ahead. And also, if you haven't already checked out Cheeky Peachy's website, it's a great time to do it now because they've got 50% off everything as they're moving. So it's a great time. It's the biggest sale ever. If you haven't already checked out their gorgeous motivational water bottles, I'm just loving mine, just non-stop using it. It's just great. It's just gorgeous. I love it. So yeah, and also you can use my code Harper10, which will get you an extra 10% off. So it's a great time. You can still get these for $19.99 and then use my discount code and you'll get the extra 10% off. So awesome savings. So yes, now that that's all done, I think I'm going to jump into a workout whilst Harper's down for her last nap of the day. I'm starting to feel a bit tired now, so I know a workout will just pick me back up again to get through the rest of the afternoon. Well, thank you very much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video.
Kinda new with apologies.